Welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be kicking off 2026 with my first DIY video of the year, my very first new DIY of the year. Today we are all about the high-end look for less. I'm sharing brand new DIY high-end dupes inspired by the timeless aesthetic of Pottery Barn and Amber Interiors. The holidays might be over, but that doesn't mean our homes have to be feel empty. I'll be showing you how to take simple thrifted items and transform them into elevated pieces, perfectly styled for that cozy winter after Christmas decor transition. If you love high-end style on a budget, you're in the right place. Let's jump right into our first transformation. We are starting things off today with a great thrift find, this wooden sleigh. While it's a staple for Christmas, it is actually a perfect core piece for your winter home styling. You can find similar versions on Wayfair or Etsy that get quite pricey, but we're going to make this one look designer for fraction of the cost. I snagged this one for just $5.99. The original color wasn't quite hitting the high-end note for me, so it was time for a change. First, I gave the wood a rough sanding. Now, it is freezing outside and I didn't want to head to the garage for the power sander, so I just used 120 grit sandpaper for a quick hand scuff. Once it was scuffed, I make sure to wipe down all the nooks and crannies to get it perfectly clean. For the finish, I'm using no paint gel stain from Dixie Belle in color Walnut. I love gel stains because they sit beautifully over existing finishes without needing to strip the piece down to bare wood. It gave the sleigh a much softer, trendier wood tone. For the metal runners, they had some existing distressing, but it looked a bit like accidental scratches. I wanted a more authentic, worn-in antique look. To achieve that, I used bronze gilding wax, also from Dixie Belle. I've been using their products for about 6 months now, from chalk paint to silk paint, and I am honestly so impressed with the coverage and the price point. I'll leave the links for both the US and Canadian viewers in the description box below. Once the stain was dry, I gave it one final light scuff with the sanding block to hit the high points. I love this new color. It's so much more elevated. I have it styled on my coffee table with the wintry candle wreath and lavender candle. It's the perfect vibe for a cozy winter afternoon. If you enjoyed this high-end transformation so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our DIY community. I have so many look for less projects planned for 2026, and I'd love to have you along for the journey. Also, let me know in the comments, are you a fan of the moody amber interiors look, or do you prefer the classic Pottery Barn style? Moving on to our next thrifted item, the moment I saw this bowl, I knew exactly what I wanted to recreate. I've been eyeing those carved stone bowls from Amber Interiors, and I knew I could replicate that organic, earthy texture. I started with a mixture of dried sage paint and baking soda. The ratio really depends on your piece. If your item is smooth, use more baking soda. If it already has texture like mine, use less. I went with about 1 part baking soda to 3 parts paint. Give it a generous coat and don't forget to paint the inside. Once the base was dry, I wanted to create that H-stone dimension. I took some milk chocolate chalk paint and a very wet paper towel. I dabbed the paint on the towel, blotted the excess, and then lightly dabbed it onto the bowl to blend. I just wanted to let you guys know that at the end of this video, I will be sharing how I styled all these three pieces in that after Christmas winter decor all over in my living room on the coffee table. So make sure you stay till the end to check that out. To make it look even more authentic, I went back in with original sage color and blended the two together on the surface. This technique creates a beautiful faux stone finish that looks much more expensive than it is. There are so many ways you can style this bowl. You can leave it empty on top of some books on your coffee table or on your nightstand to hold your jewelry, or you can add a candle to it. But I styled mine with some pine cones for that wintry look that I'm going for. For our final DIY, I found this ribbed vase for $9.99 at the thrift store. I loved the pattern immediately because it reminded me of the Rustic brown vase collection at Pottery Barn. In Canada, those vases can run upwards of $100 or more, so this is a true look for less. First things first, I gave it a deep clean. I know I mentioned this a lot, but cleaning your surface is essential. If there's any dust or residue, your paint won't bond properly. Take the extra minute, it's worth it. I used my leftover dried sage and baking soda mixture for the base coat. Since the vase already had that ribbed texture, the baking soda just added a bit of tooth to the finish. Once dry, I moved on to dry brushing technique using pinecone chalk paint. The trick is to dab your brush in the paint and then wipe almost all of it off onto a paper towel before hitting the vase. I followed the direction of the ribs, leaving some of the base color showing through. I repeated the same process with the milk chocolate, and then to finish it off, I dabbed it in certain spots to mimic the smudge, rustic look of the Pottery Barn original. This has become such a statement piece. It's a total conversation starter, the kind of decor my friends and I love to talk about. I am so happy with how these three pieces pulled my entire living room together for the winter season. It just goes to show that you don't need a high-end budget to have a high-end home. If you put together I put together a final reveal so you can see how all these pieces look staged together on my coffee table. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Happy decorating!